What's going on, guys? It's been a while since we've done a Nintendo Switch 2 accessory video, but we're back at it. I was sent this product by COOWPS, who also sent me a travel carrying case in the past. We checked that out and it was pretty good quality. So I figured I would try this split protective case out from them. This is a type of case that we've seen from a couple companies. JSOX actually came out with one that I've reviewed in the past, and I didn't particularly love it. And dbrand also had one that had some issues at the beginning, but it seems like those issues have kind of been ironed out. But thankfully, COOWPS is trying to come in with their own version at a much cheaper price. So let's check it out, get it unboxed, and see if it's worth your money. There it says fully functional split protective case set. So it comes with the outer cover, like a travel cover, and then the split case, which you should be able to split off the Joy-Con grips. COOWPS P2, it's what it's called. Nice little packaging here. Even got a little fabric cleaning cloth, which is nice. Got the COOWPS branding there. That's pretty cool. Then we've got the outer shell, which is kind of a travel cover. Got a nice thick piece of foam in there, keep it protected. Oh, the cover actually comes with storage for games, which is nice. It's a pretty thick type of silicone material. We'll get the Switch 2 in there in a second. More nice branding stuff. Extended warranty card. A little QR code if you want. Then we've got the case itself. As you can see, one of the Joy-Con grips already popped off. Easy does it. And then you have this shell in the middle. More foam in there. Nicely packaged. Definitely feels like a premium unboxing experience. Here we got the grips themselves. They are plastic. The texture is nice and bumpy, but it's not too bumpy, and it feels slightly rubberized, but I think it's all plastic. The little micro perforations give it a different feel than your normal plastic, but it feels pretty good, feels pretty ergonomic. Then we have the middle shell, which actually has a kickstand because it'll cover the kickstand on Switch 2. So nice of COOWPS to actually think about functionality with the kickstand with this on. The material is pretty stiff up here, but it's not flimsy, which is good because I had that issue with a couple other cases that I've tried on the Switch 2. Let's get this bad boy on. Clip it in at the bottom and then bring it over the top. Now it's clipped in. Let's see the kickstand functionality. So you have to hook in the top first and then kind of slide it in. The buttons are just getting pressed. That doesn't feel ideal, to be honest, but I think it's in there. Okay, yeah, got it in there. It's lined up. All right, we got it in there. It's in there. That was a painful process. I can't even lie to you. And I'm not sure that they're actually fully lined up. This one, there we go. Now it's lined up. I don't see scratches, so I don't think it actually scratched the Joy-Cons itself, but that was not easy. Got buttons here, obviously for the power button. Pretty easy to click, quite responsive, quite tactile, not bad at all. You have the cutouts for the vents. Over here you have a big, large cutout. The game card slot holder, the 3.5mm jack, and the USB-C charging cable. I prefer this to specific cutouts for each port because I feel like that causes some issues. It kind of had a problem with some of the cases with the game card holder being a little bit difficult to get to and open up. Here on the bottom, you have cutouts for the speakers and the USB-C port. It looks pretty lined up for the most part. Not too bad there. As for how it actually feels, the grip texture is nice. It feels good in your hand. I will say I don't like how close the plastic on the Joy-Con grip is to the L and R buttons. It just doesn't feel too natural when you're hitting them. It doesn't get in the way. Not ideal, but it's kind of one of the sacrifices you make with this type of form factor. I had a similar issue with the J-Socks that I checked out recently. Now let's see how it does taking the Joy-Cons off. Quite easy. And to put them back on. Let's get some gameplay in. See how the ergonomics feel. For the most part, they feel good. It's not a huge grip. I would say they're kind of similar to the dbrand one that might be a little bit smaller, but you can grip onto it like a controller, which is pretty good. Get some gameplay in for you guys. Yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good. The only thing I would say is I feel like my middle fingers are touching the top of where the release is, and the plastic is kind of not giving me a ton of leeway in terms of room, but it's not the worst. And like I said, it kind of comes with the form factor. You're always going to have to make some sort of sacrifice with really any Switch 2 case, but it does feel good. The texture feels pretty good. The ergonomics are pretty good, but I would say if you have kind of bigger fingers, maybe not longer, but maybe thicker fingers, might be a little issue here with the middle finger. And also I don't love the R and the L's touching the Joy-Con plastic, but it's not bad and it actually feels pretty good in hand. You also do see this kind of is a problem with the split protective cases. If you hold it like this, you can see the Joy-Con like kind of wanting to come off, but it actually doesn't, and it is staying pretty stable. And I don't really get too much movement from the Joy-Cons. So it seems like this is a pretty well thought out case overall. Now let's put the little travel cover on, see how that fits. Boom, popped it in, and you are good to go. This could be an all-in-one case for you, especially since it's dockable. Take that off. It's nice that they give you game card holders too in the travel case, so you can really use this as an all-in-one set. So this is a pretty sleek, pretty functional product. It kind of has everything that you would need in an all-in-one type of protective case set, which is exactly what they were going for. I will say I don't love the ergonomics. I feel like there are more ergonomic options, but it'll be a personal preference, I believe. For context, I've been using the Savage Raven stand grip almost since the beginning when I got the Nintendo Switch 2. I've tried several other cases, but this one just fits my hands, my ergonomics better. For whatever reason, I don't really find myself wanting a case that's too big, that has grips that are too big. I actually find the stand grip to be perfect for me, but that's a personal preference. Also, this one isn't dockable. The stand grip isn't dockable, so you have to take it on and off every time you want to dock the Switch 2. I don't really use the dock that much, so for me, the stand grip is perfect. But if you do tend to take off the Joy-Cons quite often, if you do tend to dock your Nintendo Switch 2 quite often, I think this could be quite a good option. I do think maybe there's some stuff they might need to flesh out, especially with these Joy-Con grips. It just feels like it's not a completely flush experience. So maybe they could get that a little bit better. I don't know if maybe I didn't put it on correctly. I really don't know. It really was not too much of a seamless process, but other than that, I think it's quite a good product. And at the right price, I think this could be a very good alternative to the dbrand and the JSOX and some other cases in a similar ilk. I also like that they give you this little travel cover, similar to the dbrand one, but it is a good product. It is a good product. Whether I use it, I don't know. I really don't dock my Switch that much, and I really don't use the Joy-Con. I don't take off the Joy-Cons that often, so perhaps it's not for me. But if you're looking for a split protective case, I think this could be an option. I think it's pretty well made, pretty well built, and it feels quite good in the hands. Just a couple things maybe that might need to get fleshed out in the future, but down below for you guys to check this one out, and you guys can let me know what you think.